Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart, which is very similar to 1 minute chart. And today's session started with very neutral bias. There is no trending market in either direction. We have spike down, spike up. And when the bias is this neutral, as a price action trader, my main objective is mainly follow short-term trends and navigate the most recent structure. So I'm paying attention right now to this push down, and we have couple bearish bars working lower, so I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend working lower. In fact, we're correcting down like this. Okay, so we have a new trend established. We have a pullback, and you can see it start to resemble some breakout pullback pattern. Break lower, retest, new low, first entry short. So I'm actually considering second entry short, breakout pullback to test the new extreme, because this trend down right now needs to get new extreme. We have a second entry short here, but as you can see, there was no break below the bearish bar. There is no tick below, so I cannot enter. I need to go short below. Bearish signal bar, it is signaling a good entry. So nothing here, no trigger. Market eventually continue working lower, quite a congestion. We have a break and a new extreme for a while. But price action continues to trade lower, even after new extreme. So already another sign of bearish presence in the market. Break new low, you'd expect correction. But there's downtrend continuation. This means the sellers are stronger in the market. Okay, this is why I'm not looking to go long, because I can draw a little bit wider channel. Let's see what's going to happen. And market continues to go lower like this, and this is a good sign. Okay, sellers are taking over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a bigger channel, something like this. But because we would have overshoot after overshoot, what I like doing is navigating the most recent structure, and I like drawing trend like this at this moment. Okay, because you can see how nicely candles fit down, and as a price action trader you always want to look for these channels, because there's a reason to every price movement, and this will help you predict where the market is going to go, if there's reversal or not. Okay, as of right now I'm still looking to go short, because this trend down is in play, close outside of this channel. So I'm thinking about pull back to the EMA. Okay, I want to sell at the key entry point, so I want to see price action correcting to the EMA. But we already have a break, push to a new extreme, first entry short, and the downtrend played out. Okay, downtrend played out. And market is correcting. Now, the reason why I like now drawing the wider channel is because I have very nice market geometry here, a lot of bounces at the start, and the push down, the overall push down looks quite long. Okay, this trend is starting to feel quite strong. So I'm going to predict this potential channel. I'm predicting potential key entry point, because you have to pay attention to market geometry. Every single time at the start of the trend, look at some market geometry, use the angles, and if you can find a good trend, this will allow you to predict where the smart traders are going to be selling right now. So I have one leg break, second leg, so I'm really paying attention if the second leg is going to finish around this trend line. Okay, we're getting some reaction, perfect, and this is what I like to see. Perfect reaction, uptrend play with the break new high. Okay, correction is broad, indicating bullish depletion. It's over for the bulls. And now what I'm thinking about is some lower high breakout pullback, or filled second entry long, or if you're going to push too far down, I want to see second entry short. Simple price action rules. I've identified the bias, which is bearish. I've located the key entry point. It held, it confirmed. No good setup on the way down. It's a shame, such a great reaction, great channel. Okay, I still want to see second entry short. This trend is still in play. Lowest low for his entry short. Well, I have some second entry short now, but problem is you would have to sell below this bullish bar, which you cannot sell below bull bar like this. You'd have to use double bar entry and maybe trying to squeezing limit order a few ticks back like this. You can consider, but at this point you're selling also quite close to these lows. Not great setup by any means, decent enough. We can mark it if you're going to consider double bar entry, because one rejection at the EMA, second rejection at the EMA, double bar entry, two legs up. Market moves in pairs of twos, one leg, second leg, but not ideal. If you have some clean bearish reversal bar, you're selling at the EMA, great. Oh, actually there was no trigger, so it didn't trigger anyway, so no problem. The market continued working lower. Okay, I was looking for another second entry short. I was looking for a new low first entry short, something like this. Second entry short here, same thing as happened here, but we reverse all the way back up. There's a strong bullish rejection spike higher, so I need to redraw the trend like this. This is a strong bullish momentum, massive push working higher. Okay, we're breaking below EMA, and now what I'm thinking about is new extreme, because there's a rule in price action that says after breakout trend line you expect new low to be tested. Initially I was hoping we would get first break, new high, to have a sign that this uptrend played out, but we are breaking below EMA already, and quite strongly. So I'm even considering great lower high, because this is decisive push below EMA. The trend down was strong. We're going to test the new low. So I want to see a lower high or second entry short. And unfortunately, massive bearish momentum on the way down, testing the new extreme, and all downtrends played out right now on our charts. Okay, everything played out. So I have to pause looking to go short. That's the trend line rule. This will help us to pause looking to go short. So I cannot take any setup right now to go short. Market is correcting. It was starting to look like there can be some additional spike in a channel pattern, but once again, when you're drawing secondary channels, you have to be more careful. We're quite going sideways, nothing pretty much here, and market is reversing all the way to the upside. So once again, I'm going to redraw a brand new uptrend working higher like this. Okay, clean bullish uptrend. So we have downtrend, break, 2 legs to a new extreme, 1 leg down, break, second leg down, followed by bullish reversal. So I'm going to locate a new uptrend, so always look for these channels. And I'm doing the same thing. On the way down, I was looking for 2 legs to sell at the key entry point, and now I'm looking for 2 legs down once again to sell at the EMA. Alright, so I want to see prices correcting to the EMA. The trend is still in play, very strong, and a steep trend still in play. I like structure like this, no conflicting variables whatsoever. Clean, strong uptrend, aligns with the EMA. This is super easy structure to navigate, so getting very nice clear second entry long would be perfect. We already have a small break, new high. Okay, and we have additional new high again, because I widened the channel a little bit like this, but you still have a break, new extreme on the first entry, and you have break and new high anyway. So it's a shame we don't have a good way to go long. You may argue, what about buying something here at the bottom? You have some depletion, but you have a new first entry short, second entry short failure. Maybe there's a high low double bar entry. Yes, but you have to be very advanced, because when you're watching this live here, it's going quite sideways. It was quite bearish. It's very hard to reverse on a dime without some clear sign that the downtrend fully played out, because there's a chance to draw secondary channel. So I don't think there's a safe way to go long. If you predicted some long here, you're a proficient chart reader. Break a new high. Okay, nothing here. We're reversing lower. I'm gonna redraw. New downtrend. Push above EMA. Okay, so right now, no structure is established. This is one of those fairly boring trading days. We're just whipsawing up and down, so I have to follow these short-term channels. Okay, we're above EMA. So now what I'm considering is actually new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure. It would also be new high, first entry long, second entry long. Double hyperroute setup here would be great. Can I get a double hyperroute setup at the EMA? There is no really good way for me to go long now. No, we just have a push to new high already. But this push is getting quite strong, so I like drawing even secondary channel, because it'll break new high, and price action keeps going up. So I have to redraw additional channel, which means I have overshoot. Okay. But price action is working higher, we have overshoot, so we can have stronger correction in the opposite direction. I cannot go long. Number one, it's an inside bar. The downtrend is in play, especially since we had overshoot. I have to respect the correction. Okay, market is correcting. Break, push to new extreme, break new low. Okay, nothing much here to trade. This is not easy structure to navigate. You're trying to follow short-term trend. Okay, I'm going to draw the short-term uptrend. Something like this. You have high low double bar entry, but it doesn't confirm much, because you have so many smaller pushes, so many smaller legs. New high, first entry long, second entry long, third entry long, high low. You're already buying too far up. You expect new high for this spike here, for this channel right here, but you know, we had overshoot, a lot of smaller pushes. I think we really need a failed second entry short above EMA. Failed second entry short is needed. You failed second entry short here, but you broke below. It's forming lower than high low, so that's a problem. Plus this uptrend played out, so you want to see failed second entry short staying above the EMA, not like this when you already broke below the high low. And now you're back below the EMA, so nothing here. Waiting area. Once the EMA starts to flatten like this, you're going sideways. You have to remain patient. It's very neutral here. There is some small trading range here. And this is tempting long, but I need to redraw a new short-term downtrend. Okay, market is working higher here. I'm gonna follow the price action, break, new extreme. Everything to the upside played out. That doesn't mean I can sell though. I would need some reversal pattern at minimum, because you can see price action is working higher. All options played out, but I simply cannot pick a top like this. This is not a trend range, okay? We have right now bullish price action working higher. So I would need push below EMA and a felt second inch long at minimum reversal pattern. Okay. But you actually have a reversal pattern here. Good start for the sellers, but the signal bar is very weak. Body far from the EMA. And you have massive momentum. Okay. This is what I like to see. Structure is getting a little bit easier to read, because you have now finally some momentum. We're going to redraw a brand new downtrend like this. Okay, spike down. So now the bias is bearish. We're closing outside the channels. We expect new extreme to be tested. Okay, we have a mini second entry short, but notice the gap between the body and the EMA. Okay, there's still a gap, the body and the EMA. You had overshoot, so you have to skip the very first second entry short after overshoot, and the signal bar is fairly neutral. It was tempting setup. If you took it, I can see why, but the problem is, bro, the signal bar ended quite weak. You're not full at the EMA with the body. Correction can still take place, and you can see this was sharp spike down. Can look like oversold area, a little bit of overshoot. So we can have a little bit stronger pullback. But this is what I like. We take higher, okay, we traded higher, reverse all the way back down, indicating extremely strong selling pressure. It confirmed the triple test. It fully touched the EMA now, and because it took higher, reverse down, and gave you secondary chance to enter. This is great. It's technically new high, I believe, first entry long, felt second entry long, because I think it triggered lower than higher. But you can basically view it as a visual second entry short triple test. And this is really great setup because the momentum is now strong. The secondary bar is great. You waited to overshoot. Downtrend is new low. Great trade. Visual to like a pullback. Market moves in pairs of twos. Okay. Break. New extreme. Downtrend played out. So I'm going to pause. Looking to go short. I'm going to redraw. Uptrend working higher. I actually took a short here, which was a losing trade. This was a bad trade. Massive congestion. 6 bars stacked right next to each other. This is a bad setup. It was just a mental failure, because you can see how stacked we are, very congested. Downtrend played out, and market continues to go higher. So I'm going to redraw brand new uptrend, something like this. So once again, I just have to follow these short-term trends. No other option, because the big structure is all over the place. So I just have to follow these short-term trends, hoping I could get some nice two-legged pullback to the EMA. Once again, clean, nice uptrend. This is what we like. So I want to see second entry long at the EMA, new high, first entry long. I want to see second entry long at the EMA to test the new high. No break below, so no second entry long. Break a new extreme, but prices keep going higher, and we keep going higher again. So because the push to new high is so significant, so substantial, and we actually only have first entry long working, I like drawing wider channel because it explains why only first entry long worked. On a higher time frame, it looks like a 1 cleanly working higher, 10,000 tick chart. You have so many pushes working higher. And now you have new high, first entry long, second entry long, off the trend line, bounce of the EMA. The signal bar is quite weak, not ideal signal bar, so it has to be more aggressive. If you have stronger bullish bar, you can go long. It's a great trade because you have 2 key entry points. You have new high, first entry long, second entry long. You actually have another second entry long. Problem is, you're quite close to these highs. You don't have much room to scalp out. So if you're going to use some limit order, or maybe scalping small target profit to make sure you have room to get out before this double top, you can consider. Okay, scalp was made, breaking new high, uptrend played out. Okay, now it looks like it's way too late. The market is about to close. This is the structure for today. We had a lot of price action, but the price action was very messy. I was expecting way more setups on the way down. You have very few opportunities to go short, despite the fact that the trend down was fairly strong, because every single time a new push phase is about to start, like here and here, you pretty much have no chance to go short safely. You really want to see some lower high or felt second entry long. That's how many times you're gonna get a great setup to ride a new push phase down, to either test the new extreme or stay inside the channel. So very few setups on the way down, which is unfortunate. And then also you can see a few setups on the way up. Actually no setup right here. A second entry long here would be absolutely ideal because there is no conflicting variables. Very strong and clear uptrend, but nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. A little bit of a choppy area. You may consider some buying off of these lows, but it's quite aggressive. Great visual second entry short at the EMA, and a few aggressive setups to finish the day. Yeah, so very few great setups. If you didn't take any trade today, not a big of a deal. You practice patience. We had actually a really good like last 10 trading days, and this would be the first day that I would characterize as bad because so much price action, almost no setups, so not a pleasant day to trade. But it's sometimes how it goes. We have to take the good with the good, we have to take the bad with the bad, and hopefully tomorrow's gonna be a better day. So I hope you had a good trade. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna talk to you next time. If you like your trading,